When we talk about stealing home in Little League, most of the time it is off the pass ball or the wild pitch. Another option to steal home is on the throwback to the pitcher, but this rarely works. There is another way to steal home, and when it's done correctly and under the correct circumstances, it works every time it's tried. In order to understand how to make this work as a runner, you need to first understand the rules that govern when you can and cannot steal. 1. To advance bases, the pitch must have reached home plate. 2. You are allowed to advance bases from that point until two things occur. Number 1, the pitcher has the ball and is in contact with the pitching rubber. And 2, the catcher is in the box facing the direction of the pitcher. If time is called or the ball is made to become dead, you may not advance until the umpire puts the ball back into play, which he shouldn't do until the pitcher is on the rubber and ready to pitch. So, as in a foul ball, obviously you can't steal at that point until the ball is put back into play. This brings up our opportunity to steal. Often in Little League, even at the all-star level, a pitcher will receive the throw from the catcher and then turn away from the third base runner, not looking at the lead runner. In this situation, you are able to steal home, but there is a right way to make that happen. As a future base runner, always observe the catcher-pitcher habits while in the dugout or while on deck. Also, the better you observe the fielders, the better chance you'll have to exploit any weaknesses. When you are on third base, timing is critical. For example, when you're only down by 1 run, and it's toward the end of the game and the strength of your lineup is coming up to bat, this is not a good time to make this move because you're most likely going to get hit in anyway. You might as well save that move for a later time in the game. But if you're on third base, there's 2 outs, you're down by 1 run, it's the bottom of the 6th, and you have a poor hitter up, that's the time to make this move. How to do it correctly? Take your secondary lead on every pitch in a non-aggressive fashion. You have the first couple pitches to lull the catcher and the pitcher into complacency. If you move and act aggressive, they will be watching you really closely. The larger of a non-aggressive lead you can maintain, the better, of course. When ready, wait until the pitcher has the ball and makes his turn away. Don't rush it. He has to turn away before you can move. But the moment he turns, you go hard and you go fast. By the time someone alerts him, he turns to realize what's happening and makes the throw, most likely a wild and rush throw. You're already going to be safe. And for those of you who say, well, this only works when you have a lazy pitcher and it doesn't happen after Little League, it's a cheap move. Well, my response is, it does happen in upper league levels. You can see the end of this video for an example in a Major League Baseball game where a guy on second stole third using this same exact method. On second, as a good coach, you're always teaching your kids to observe the game and looking for strategic advantages. This is what baseball is about. It's a thinking man's game as much as it is physical. A huge part of the game is to study and learn your opponents so that you can adjust your game accordingly. This happens to be just one of them. Also, by making this move, you teach the opposing pitcher a lesson as well as the opposing coach so that they can learn and not make the same mistake later on. Now, don't come back here and tell me that this didn't work, because the only way it doesn't work is if you do it wrong. Even a slower runner can make this work, but timing and not hesitating, of course, important. So good luck.